dissing. We don't see the competition. I drop off a ransom note that your art is missing, nigga.
Pay us in full with the money, or she gon' get her fingers clipped off like Lil Sonny,
MRecktv. Peace. Y'all know the M.Reck room etiquette. Pound that like button. Run it up. Salute to the Reckmobb. We here. We gonna break down all the layers to this 50 Cent and Supreme live that I'm doing today. When that Supreme audio first went out, I was one of the first ones with it, but we was at the movie screening, you know what I mean, for the Lucy movies. Salute to my brother Karan Hodges, you know what I mean, on the Lucy movie. So that's where I was at, and I had a major meeting yesterday. So trust me, I got that early, you know what I mean? You know, the fam sent me that early. You dig? People close to the fam and all that. And if you go to Supreme page, you'll see a clip I did a while ago that he posted on his page with the big MRecktv logo on it. So if you know, you know. We ain't gotta prove nothing to nobody. But anyhow, let's go right to it. We're gonna do everything in chronological order. All right. So we're gonna go to the Supreme audio. Then we're going to go to 50 Cent responding. Then 50 Cent put up a new post. So we're going to go to all that. Run the likes up. Salute to the Reckmobb. We here. We probably do a Super Bowl party live later. But we're going to run it up. You know, I got y'all. All right? Let's get to it. We ain't going to waste no time. I'm taking calls, 310-598-2974. I'm seeing people in the chat room already. Let me go to some of these chats real quick. I'm seeing people say, somebody mentioned 50 Cent. Okay, look. Just saying said 50 could be making a Supreme team show. Watch. Wow. But nevertheless, let's go into all the layers. Run it up. We live. Salute to the Reckmobb. We here. I'm going to take calls in like 3-4 minutes. All right? Let's get to it. All right, here we go. I ain't come to play.
Due to recent events, the elevation to a place of peace and rest for my brother and friend, Irv Gotti, and the buffoonish display of my son, Kyle Robinson, I am forced to make a public statement in defense of Irv and his family. I do not indulge in idle chit-chat. When I speak, I have something to say. Kyle Robinson does not speak for Irv or Irv's family, nor does he speak for me or my nephew, Gerald Prince Miller. I was disgusted when I heard about the things he said as far as representing Irv's family. I regret having to take these steps, exposing his lies and fraud. But as a man, you call out those who make inappropriate or false statements. No one gets a pass. I would not be who I am if I favored him simply because he's my son. He is my son, and I love him. But I will never condone or associate with his conduct and behavior on the internet. I let him know men don't argue and beef behind a mic on the internet. Real men move in silence. He had a choice, me or the net. He made his choice. And until he forsakes the clown show, which is the internet, I will never speak or associate with him, especially when he makes veiled threats talking about we. Who is we? Prince and myself do not promote threats of violence. We different. We are masters of self-defense. If you ain't talking about positivity or growth and goals, keep your mouth shut. That goes for everybody. Rest in peace, little bro. And mourn in peace the entire Lorenzo family. If a person refuses to learn, leave that person alone. I gotta go. Due to recent events, the elevation.
All right, so y'all just heard it from Preem himself, how he feels about his son responding on the internet to 50 Cent and speaking on the behalf of Irv Gotti's family, himself, and Gerald Prince Miller and all that. He's saying all that was ill-advised. So let's go into 50 Cent response to that. All right. Let's get it. Run the likes up. We got 50 Cent and Supreme McGriff on the same page, so to speak. That's crazy. But we gonna go into all the layers. Salute to the Reckmobb. We here. Run it up. Let's get it. Okay. So in response to that, 50 Cent put up a post a day or so ago. And it was a comment that was left on his page. It says, "What's up, Al? Tell 50 Prince just FaceTime me. He said Preem's son don't speak for him or Preem. His son haven't even spoke to Preem in 7 years. He doing a lot of bullshit on the internet." Right? So 50 reposted, I guess, that comment somebody sent to him. And then 50 left a caption. I could tell they wasn't a part of that bullshit. The boy was trying to sell t-shirts. You got to be a T-level BMF kind of stupid to fall for that shit. So 50 responds to Preem addressing his son moving ill-advised on the internet, and then also address the BMF shit when, you know, Supreme's son got up with Southwest T and then had him holding up, you know, Supreme t-shirts, Supreme and I guess Big Meats t-shirts. I don't remember exactly what was on the shirts, but something to that effect. All right. So yeah, they both on the same page with that. And then also, right after that, the son apologized. So we're gonna get to that. I know the homie. All right. Yeah. Where he at? Let me take this off and bring this on the screen. I got y'all. We breaking it all down the layers. Run the lights up. This is the livest show ever. MRecktv. We gonna give it to you raw. Okay. Here we go.
I seen the message that my dad sent to me yesterday, and you know it hit me a certain type of way, like emotionally. I didn't really know if I was going to say anything back. I didn't know how to approach it. I spoke to so many different people. I got so much different feedback, but ultimately I had to sit with myself and really understand and grasp the frustration of a hard-headed son. Over the last 6 to 7 years, he's been begging me and pleading with me, yo, chill out, stop, yo, get off the internet, yo, help me do this, do that. And you know, I went against that, and subconsciously I was doing it because I wanted to reach him in another way. Like I just felt like I wanted attention, and the attention that I wanted, I got the attention, but at what cost? Like I want to mend the relationship with my dad, and I'm not mad at what he said. Everything he said was accurate. Me engaging in stuff that doesn't concern me, or me trying to, you know, I was a son trying to stick up for his dad and his dad's friends, but I didn't need to do that, because sometimes not saying anything is saying everything, and you know, silence is golden, and you know, all those sayings like that. So I needed that message yesterday to kind of close that chapter and move on to the next phase of my life, and you know, take accountability and you know, move on and understand and enjoy the rest of the time that we have here on earth, because we don't know how long we're gonna be on earth. And the biggest thing is accountability for my actions. And he wasn't wrong for nothing he said. Like he was dead on, and I respect everything he was saying, and I understand. And I hope that is the first steps for us repairing our relationship. I want to apologize to Irv's family. Like I was way out of line for speaking for y'all. I should have never even said anything. I apologize for that. I want to apologize to my mother, because I know with all the stuff going on in the news and the media and on the blogs, I know she's getting that at work, and you know, et cetera, and the list is I'm gonna apologize to my family. I want to apologize to Prince, my cousin, because when he came home, he was telling me, "Yo, chill out. We gonna be good." So I want to apologize to Prince, my uncles, and pops. I heard your message, man, and thanks for giving me a public ass whooping. Sometimes you need to get your ass beat in public to understand what you're doing. So yeah, it's gonna be a new me, man. No more.
Run the likes up, man. This is different, man. I'm gonna be honest. This is different. This may be the first time you see a father discipline his son virtually. Like his own son said, he got a public ass whipping via social media. That might be a first, man. That might be in the Guinness Books of World Records. You know what I mean? That's crazy. And then for him and 50 to be on the same page, that right there is historic as well. Okay. Yeah, man. But I give the son credit. He took accountability for his actions, but only after his father put him on blast. You know, but sometimes I guess it takes, because it's like Supreme was telling his son, look, listen, 7 years, fall back on this internet stuff. We don't move like that. I don't need you speaking on my behalf, so forth and so on. He ain't listen. And like the son said, he wanted attention, you know what I'm saying, from his father and just in general. This social media, man, this thing is a hell of a drug. It's a monster. You know, you got to be careful with this thing. You feel me? So, but nevertheless, I'm taking calls. Let me know how you feel about Supreme and 50 being on the same page with this. Like, you know, really, I guess, checking his son, and then 50 co-signing Preem. Like, nah, we not moving like that. And then also let me know how you feel about the son apology and all that. Like, this is a little crazy for me because it's like, did that just happen? You feel me? Because I got a lot going on. So during the weekend, I'm handling movie screenings and all that. And yeah, so I wasn't really on top of it. But I got to, you know, I got the kites, I got the calls, I got the texts. Peace.
Peace, M.Reck.
What's happening, Janie B?
To me, Supreme checked his son and 50.
Okay. Break it down.
Because, okay, he especially said men and gangsters don't move like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I have a problem with you, we never do it on there. We're going to do it in person. Correct. I'm paraphrasing, but I heard this like plenty of times, you know, the recording. But when he said that, it made me think back to what we were saying the whole time. And I don't want to make this about Meech, but I'm just saying, the whole time 50 was doing that on the internet, he was being quiet. Remember, I kept saying, we ain't heard nothing from him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so when he checked him, and if we go back a few months ago, I said that when he came on your stream, when he said what he said, and you played the stream back about, forgive me, I just had a little fog. But when you played the imagery of him saying nobody said anything about his father, is we rewarding,
Big
people
Meech.
for
Big Meech for coming home, but not Gerald Prince Miller, his cousin. I think Gerald Prince Miller is his Supreme son cousin, I believe.
Right.
Yeah.
And I brought up the Queen's Flip interview and the Zip with the Drip interview. I'm like, they've been telling you the whole time, this man don't want you out here talking like that. Your father don't approve that. People from the same area they from is saying the same thing that we all been saying.
Yeah.
And that those interviews was years ago.
Correct. Now
he kept going with it.
Now you on point. You on point.
And then Zip with the drip said, what about if 50 came to you right now and wanted you to play his father? He did that for a reason. Mm-hmm. This man lit up like a Christmas tree. So when we go back to fast forward with the Southwest Tea situation, we saw this coming a mile ahead. Like it was like, if this didn't work, if this didn't stick, he was gonna go with that. But now, and I know I'm long-winded, but now that his father then came out and said, and now that the world know, because he already knew that his father didn't back this craziness. Mm-hmm. Now that his father then came out and said, now you left compromise.
Yeah, nah, unfortunately. Janie B, you hit it right on the nail. The line's on fire. I appreciate you. Great assessment. And we gonna get to the next caller. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you too.
All right. Peace. Mute your audio, please. Mute your audio, caller. Yep. Yeah, you live on the live show.
My fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm listening in, man. I seen the whole situation, man. All I think about is, dang, if Marquise would have had this same type of mentality, man, he probably like has the type of situation with his pops, man. That's what I'm thinking about when I'm hearing young Lil Preem take accountability and expose himself, to the public, and you know what I mean. To take a public ass whooping.
Got you. So you saying if 50 Cent Marquise was to take accountability for how he was moving, 50 Cent will open that door for him?
He'd be not even open the door, but be in a better situation with your pops. We could at least communicate.
Gotcha.
Feel what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Because the homie's been telling him since day one, to him in an interview. I don't know to him because I don't know their situation. I don't know him personally, but in these interviews, like, yo, listen, man, like, this is what I think. And Marquise don't do nothing besides, from what we see on the outside looking in, attack. Instead of just being like, all right, let me just break this down and listen to what my pops is saying and seeing if there's any type of truth behind it. You know what I mean? Because even I had to do that with my pops at one point in my life. Instead of beefing with my pops, just listen to my pops. All right, you the old head, you know more than me, clearly, right? You've lived longer than me. You're giving me some information right now. All right, I'm being lazy. All right, let me step my shit up. You know what I mean? Just little things like that.
No doubt, my brother. Great assessment. I do got to get to the next caller. Appreciate you,
all right,
my brother. All right. One. Let's get it. Got a lot of people I got to call back. We got to make these calls quick because a lot of people calling in, giving their assessment. 832-817, calling you now. All right, let's get it. Run the lights up. We live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Run it up. We probably do a Super Bowl party later today on the live.
Hello?
Peace. You just called MRecktv a few minutes ago?
Oh, I'm sorry, man. My bad. My nephew did. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
He's gone now.
Oh, he's gone?
Sorry about that,
Man,
sir.
that fast? No problem. All right?
Peace.
All right, peace. Man, that was fast. That wasn't even that long ago. Run the lights up. So I'm going to call 929-602. Let's get it.
Reck, what's the word?
What's going on, family? Salute.
What's going on, man? Yeah. This is Black from Queens.
Black from Queens.
All these people that's in the comments, keep that same energy as you had last week. Now me taking up for Little McGriff and all that. Keep your energy. Keep that same energy that you had before everything came out recently. Keep that same energy. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. Little Preem was right. Yeah, keep that same energy. Told you someone was going.
No doubt.
Yeah, told y'all. Yeah, no doubt. Salute, M.Reck.
So let me ask you this:
Huh?
What's your thoughts? What's your
My
thoughts
thoughts
on
is,
Supreme disciplining his son on the internet for addressing the Irv issue?
This is second time. This is second time doing that. And like the last caller, female caller before, dude that she even said it. It was on a Queen's Flip situation where he had, you know what I mean, behind the scenes, like, yo, you doing too much. Chill out. And now he had his uncle had to say the same thing. Because I knew when Prince made sent OG Welcome Home, of course, again, sent that on Kite there on Fifth, I knew his pops was going to be right around the corner to say something. Come on. Like, yo, you doing too much, man.
No doubt.
Chill out.
Appreciate you, my G. So appreciate your assessment. Salute. Peace. Peace. Mute your audio, caller. Shouts to the homie Creation Kid on a super chat. Appreciate you. Peace. Mute your audio.
Peace.
Yeah.
Reck, what's good? It's Bluff Daddy.
What's going on, Bluff Daddy?
Second Avenue. Listen, see, the issue is people, when you raising these kids like a friend, when you get older, it backfires on them. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You got to be a father. I'm not your friend, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the issue out here right now with a lot of these kids. And secondly, you making his father hop behind the wall. Like, yo, come on, the police are running the home. How he knows the information? How he's going to, friend got a phone, probably maybe call. You can make, that's why he's trying to tell him to fall back. Because you got him hot behind the wall. It's backfiring on him, you know what I mean?
Nah, I got you. I'm listening, good brother.
Well, so it's just like a double sport, like, you know what I mean? Like, you got to be a father before a friend. And that's the issue out here with these kids now. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, keep pushing, Reck, you heard?
No doubt, good brother. I appreciate you. You heard?
All right.
Peace. We're going to get to all these missed calls. If I miss your call, just call me back. 310. We got the homie Fresh as Hell 360 on the line. What's going on?
Hey, Reck, what it is, Sean? What it is, Sean?
Salute. We here.
All right.
Talking.
With this Supreme and Sean Tank, check this out. It's two ways you can look at it. Preem, like, look, let me try to do my best to stop the situation because guess what? Even though he's behind the walls, he know how 50 and them boys get down. He know how 50 move. So he's saying, let me stop my son from doing anything stupid to the point where something can happen to my son and I can't really do nothing to it because he know how 50 move. Even though 50 ain't in the street no more, he still got G on his shoulders out here, son. However, what am I to break it down, son? Because y'all gotta hear this. However, what he's doing is what they call public discipline. I don't like that, son. Do not public discipline your son. Because now Lil Preem is like, oh, he embarrassing me in front of like it's just like when your father or mother went to school and they public discipline you by giving you a beating or yelling at you. All the kids yelling at you now. All the kids teasing you. Oh, you got this up here by your daddy, nanny. That's what's happening right here. So Preem could either, this is what Lil Preem could do right now, Sean. Either you could show your father, I'm my own man, or you could show your father, okay, I'm still a little boy, I'll do what you tell me to do. However, Lil Preem, he wasn't wrong, son, because Lil Preem lost a friend in Irv Gotti. Irv Gotti, that was his man's in him. He felt some type of way. That's what he was doing that. So, with that being said, he wasn't right, but at the same time, he wasn't wrong. It depends on how you look at it. Because if that was you, something happened to you, and Lil Preem was doing that for you, you wouldn't be mad at Lil Preem. You like, oh, yeah, little homie had love for me. I appreciate that. I know Irv Gotti family members make comments on certain blogs. They like, yo, thank you, Lil Preem. I rocks with that because at least somebody taking up for Irv Gotti right now, Shine.
No doubt. Supreme. Yo, Fresh as Hell. I want to say this, man. Good assessment because you have valid points on both sides. You know what I mean? Because now I want to salute Supreme son for taking that like a man on the chin. You know what I mean? And not going against his pops for, like you said, getting publicly embarrassed. You understand what I'm saying? Because some kids, they gonna be like, nah, you know what I mean? You know what? they're gonna crash out even more. You know what I mean? If that happened to them. So now you had a good assessment on that.
No doubt. And my last thought, Lil Preem, yo, I respect you holding down your father, but I really think his father like, no disrespect to Lil Preem, his father don't want him to go the same way he went. Like he want him to stay out the way. He don't want him to be like get lined up, talked up in these streets or get behind the walls. So he's trying to dent it as much as he can right now behind the wall because he know how 50 moves, Shine.
Correct.
But before I go, M.Reck, 50 son, that dude was funny, son. That was a funny clip. You thought you was special. You thought you was special. That was funny, son.
That was. I ain't gonna hold you. Fresh as hell 360, my man. I appreciate you, King. Let's get it. The lines is on fire. I'm gonna get back to a lot of calls, but if I don't get back, just call me back. So we got 816 on the line. Make sure everybody hit the like button. The like button is free. Take you 2 seconds, okay? We live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. So caller, state your name, where you calling from, and keep it clean. Let's get it.
What's up with it, M.Reck? This KC out of Kansas City.
I'm
calling and yeah, go Chiefs. You already know we in the building.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
Chiefs way do their thing.
Salute.
But when it comes to this situation, man, I look at it like there's something Supreme know from inside the walls that a lot of people don't know out here when it comes to Big Meech and certain situations, and he don't want his son to involve himself in because 50 may be right when it comes to certain things. You know what I'm saying? And Supreme looking at it like, hey, you know, doing my homework and stuff, some of these guys ain't right in certain situations, ain't panning out like it's supposed to, because you know, I remember where he's at. You know, they get all the information, you know, in the feds. I did time, so you know how it go. You get the information, so you know right offhand, in depth of what's going on, more so than those out there in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Before it even touches down to the streets. So it's something that he knows, and he's trying to keep his son up out of. So you got to salute him for that.
Yes, sir. My brother,
Yep.
thank you.
Much love,
tapping
brother.
in. Much love.
Yep.
Lines on fire. I'm trying to get to y'all. So the lines is open right now. Peace. 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 Mute your audio. 424. Mute your audio.
What's happening?
What's happening? You got mute your TV or mute your laptop, good brother.
How you doing?
I'm good brother.
I had a question in my mind. I'm from South Central Los Angeles, so I don't know too much about New York and 50 and Prince. But didn't 50 Cent tell on Supreme before back in the day, like some dry snitch shit?
On the record, yeah, he mentioned some things. Yeah, on I think Ghetto Quran, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay. That's all I wanted to know. I was trying to figure that out right there. Trying to figure out why 50 always running his mouth about stuff, and he's a rat.
You knew the information. You just wanted to get me to, you know what I mean, co-sign it, but it is all good. Salute.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace, yo, Reg, you wildin', B, you wildin'.
I ain't do nothing, bro. What's happening? How am
I said I could forward the caller from LA called up. All right, Ghetto Quran. Actually, Preem wanted a piece of that. That's what's to trigger the situation. Preem wanted money off that track. So they like he ain't dry sense for what he dry sense about. Everything was in the papers.
Nah, you gotta see, this is the thing, right? We gotta keep it real. Even though we from the streets may know what's going on, when you do a record, right, it's gonna touch suburban areas. They don't know nothing about Jamaica Queens.
Okay.
So things, hear me out. You gotta hear me out. I heard you.
All right.
So the information that 50 put out there that somebody in West Bubble don't know. That's giving credence to everything he talking about for new ears. So let's keep it real. Much love to 50. He ain't never snitch on, no paperwork or whatever, to my understanding. But when it comes to that record, that was the word on the streets, man. We gonna keep it real. We got to keep it official.
But I am keeping it official. It can't be a word on the street. And Preem ain't saying how Preem will call him a snitch but wanting money from the song. What part? You know what I mean? It's either or. It's either or.
All right.
Right or wrong.
All right. See, I don't want to go to the lyrics because the lyrics is wild. You understand what I'm saying?
But the OG had wanted money off that song. And that's when 50 was like, no, F you. And that's how the situation started.
See, I don't know about all that. See, that's even new information.
You gotta look into that.
No. I don't have to. Nah, I don't. Listen, I tell niggas, I don't be looking into all that shit because that shit is beyond me. You feel me? Like, I don't even want to know about that. You feel me? Like, so that's like, if Preem wanted money off that song, so that's like kind of like extortion, so to speak. So I don't want to know about that shit. You feel me?
That's why after you came in,
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So you see how that turns into a whole nother situation? What you just said?
Yeah.
So, but
what was crazy? A lot of entertainers know that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that part too.
Nah, but listen. Let's do this, right? Anything that happens in real life and somebody speak on it, whether on record, we already know what that is. So we can sugarcoat it all day. But if, like, you gotta think, okay, at that time, shit was going on with the Supreme team, and they was hot. Then also that murder on the cop. What was his name? It was a lot going on. So, I don't even want to go too deep in it. If you know, you know. You feel me?
Yeah.
And that's why somebody from wherever they called from said what they said. Because he didn't even know. He said directly, yo, I don't know what's going on in New York, but I did hear 50 mention Supreme name on some dry snitch shit. This is something homie said this. You dig what I'm saying? He just said this.
Yeah, but see, like I had to tell dude that I gotta do his homework.
Listen, man. You know how this shit go.
The dude that caller, the caller got to do homework.
Hey, well, listen. You know how they go. Silence is golden. That's all I'm gonna say. You feel me?
You're ready.
Anytime you bring up any street shit, on whatever note, you know how that shit goes. Niggas don't want their business. Yeah. Niggas don't want their business on Front Street, my nigga. Especially niggas that's really putting that pain in. So
but that been on Front Street. I don't know how you ain't know, but that been on Front Street.
No, I knew of, certain things, but at the same time,
that situation that been on Front Street.
All right, look, let's do this. Everybody heard about how much pain the Supreme team was putting in. But did I know certain information? To what extent? No, I don't want to know. Even to this day, I don't want to know. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Salute.
And shout out to Wendy in the chat. She already know what's going on.
No doubt. All right. Peace.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I got to chime in on that last conversation. Right, I can't agree with you, man, because it's public information. Like,
you can't. Hold on. You can't agree with me. I'm not asking for you to agree with me first and foremost. I'm just saying.
That's cool.
Okay. What's public information? First of all, things that you. All right, where you from? Let's do this. This is how we're gonna do this. Boston. Okay. All right. So before 50 put out that song with that information on it, did you know what was going on in Jamaica, Queens?
Not the details, but I knew about.
So that's
50 before I knew about that record. I found out about that record a couple years ago.
So that proves my point then. So you already called and you already in the wrong. Because it's not public information. That was made public information when he did the record.
No, it's public information. What I'm saying is, if you look at the situation, anybody could do the research. That's what I mean by public information. Now they could do the research. Now they could do the research. Yeah, now you can do the research, but 50 said, "Yo, the police already. This is public information. Everybody already knows.
Bro,
everybody already know this."
I'm gonna tell y'all. Listen, things that you think is public information is not. You understand what I'm saying? Like with the way police work and the law, they need witnesses to confirm. Yeah, it could be rumors and shit like that. But we just gotta call shit for what it is, you know what I mean? And I'm calling shit for what it is.
True.
You feel me?
That's true.
That what you think? The law, they know somebody might have shot somebody, but they gotta prove it. But if they can get a witness saying, "Oh, nah, this nigga shot son at 4 p.m." That's how they be putting niggas away.
But that's like making a movie and you don't know nothing about Frank Lucas, and you find out you watch a movie about Frank Lucas. The person that made the movie ain't snitching. He just talking about what Frank Lucas's story.
But we talking after the fact. You understand what I'm saying? All right. So let's do this. So before 50 made that record, was Supreme locked up? I'm not saying that 50 got Supreme locked up. So let's get deep.
He got locked up before that.
No, he got locked up for something else. He got locked up for something else. But what I'm saying is, during that time, Supreme, I believe, was free. He was in the streets.
Yeah, so, he said he was out. He was done with the streets. He said he was just fucking trying to get the legal money now.
Yeah, but like I said, right. I'm from NY, right? You said you from Boston, right? So, yep. Like I said, growing up in New York City, I heard about the Supreme doing they 1-2 in the streets, but I didn't know to what extent, and I didn't care to know. Even to this day, I don't want to know. If you understand what I'm saying, you feel me? Mm-hmm. So certain shit wasn't public information because I know a lot of niggas that's putting in pain, but I don't know what kind of work they putting in exactly. I don't know who they knocked down or knocked off. You dig what I'm saying? That ain't for me to know. I don't want to know that shit. You feel me? And I'm damn sure not gonna make a record about it. I'm just saying. That's just me. You know, some niggas is different.
I hear you. I hear you.
All right, so let's do this. Some shit going on in Boston. You and your team know about, right? And maybe a nigga that used to be on your team, but he's a rapper. And now your team got the feds on him. Look, I'm about to give you the scenario. Now your team, you laughing, but now your team got the feds on him. Look, I'm about to break it down so you can understand. Now your team got the feds on him. So now this nigga that used to be on the team, he rapping about the shit that you and your team is doing and making shit hot. So is it public information or not?
Okay.
I mean, let me know.
All right.
Let me know.
I mean, I'm all in. We wouldn't like that type of information to be spoken on.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. But look, the niggas in Boston in the streets, they know. But that ain't really public information. The streets, so you gotta think the streets know a lot. But let's do this. The streets ain't supposed to be talking to, you know, the law or putting nothing on record, so to speak. Think about it, right? Before these rappers, before social media, a lot of shit in the streets was like, you know, rumors.
Mystery.
A mystery. Yeah. There you go. So that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I tell niggas, like, I'm really from that, where I don't know, you know, when niggas be on the internet flashing guns and talk about, you know, when they catch they ops, they're gonna do XYZ. I'm not from that. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm from a different place where if you gonna move, you gonna move like a ninja. Nobody gonna know about it. So that I'm operating from that time. So all this public information shit, I don't agree with it. The only time when it's public information is like when that shit is caught on camera. You know what's public information? That niggas, it's funny, right? Let's take the Troy Ave tax zone situation. That shit was caught on camera. But niggas would say to this day, it's not public information. So, but niggas pick and choose with this shit, depending on who's the individual. But me, I'm not gonna let.
That was public. That was public as hell. That was public.
All right then, but you seen niggas say, "Oh nah, Troy Ave snitching." My nigga, when the shit first broke, we saw the shit on camera.
Even when they were talking about tax zone on the internet, talking on the internet, he kind of made it too public. You know what I mean? It made it a little difficult.
Listen, bro, these niggas ain't gonna tell me how to move in these streets when I survived this shit for a long time, for a lot of decades. I ain't on nobody paperwork, and at the same time, I don't know what nobody's doing. even if niggas so-called say it's public information. You feel me? So I just wanted to build with niggas because I don't have a dog in a fight with none of these niggas beef. But we gotta call it for what it is. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with 50 as an artist and all that, but I remember when that shit came out, you know what the streets were saying? Just like what homie said, yeah, he was dry snitching. That's what the streets are saying. That's what was, and not to say that he's not, you know, I'm not saying he's a snitch. He's on paperwork. I'm not saying that because that's not the case. I'm just saying the word on the streets. That's what niggas were saying. You feel me?
All right, you got it. You got it.
Nah, I mean, it wasn't for me to have. It just I'm building with you.
I feel you. I'm listening. You gave me some game. I appreciate it.
No doubt, my brother. We building. It's all love, man. I appreciate you calling and listening. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Salute. Peace. Peace.
Hello?
Yeah.
What's up, M.Reck? I'm gonna clear it up. I'm from Queensbridge. So 5 is not a snitch, man. Because Prince got convicted in '93. That song came out. That song was recorded because you know back then they had to record the shit. The next, excuse my language, I apologize. I know you on YouTube, so you had to record the song before you submit it to the labels the very next year. So that song got recorded in '99. So that lyric, Prince was the businessman. I mean, Prince was the killer and Prince was the businessman. Prince got convicted in '93 for murder. Preem got convicted for E-Moneybags murder because that's what they found the tape in Baltimore and everything and all of that stuff. So 5 is not a rat, man.
No, I never said that, bro. I never said that. What I'm saying
No,
is,
I didn't say you did.
Yeah,
I didn't say you did.
Yeah.
5 is not a dry snitch. There's not no dry snitching. They just put that on him, you know, because look at what he was up against at that time. You got to look at it from that perspective. He was up against people that was kind of running the streets. So you got to look at it like an atmosphere. Like it's like if he take himself out the equation, who Pring gonna have to beef with? Himself. And look at what happened. He deteriorated himself. If you're looking at it from just a law of power or just that perspective. He took himself out the equation. He knew that if he was to go back and forth with him, it was going to pretty much destroy what he had built. If you understand it from that angle. The movie is not even saying about the movie, but the movie is just showing you like, it's like, look, I can't go about it this way. Matter of fact, let me not even use the movie as an example. Let me use a hustler on the street and he want to go legit in any kind of business. He know that he can't have both foot. He can't have his foot in the legit business and he can't have his foot in the streets because then that's going to bring federal charges and things of that nature. So he just stopped doing the street stuff and he went fully with the rapping. But in '99, that's when the song got released. So it's like on the streets, you can say whatever. You know how rumors was back in the day.
Hear me out. That song, I don't even think it came out commercially. That song got
didn't
released.
Because the album got leaked.
You know, the album got leaked.
That's the same thing that he used for promotion. It's like when, you know, with the mixtape stuff, I guess that was, you know how life is the best teacher. So that happened, and that's so, and the album kind of spread it on its own when it got leaked.
But now,
so
look,
that's when he said,
hear me out,
though. That model.
Hear me out, though, because I remember, because, you know, I'm from that mixtape era. Just like homie called up. I don't know if you heard. Like, he called up from deep in the South somewhere. Say, yo, Reck, I don't know nothing about New York City, but to my understanding, they was calling 50 a dry snitch. You know what I mean? Because of that ghetto Quran. That's what he said.
Yeah, of course.
So what I'm saying is,
they're gonna say that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So at the time, we in New York City. We got to look past New York City, right? And how we see things and how we hear things. You got to think. And then back then, remember, the South used to catch on much years later. You feel me? Remember how we used
like
to be
vice versa, because they got their own little, they support themselves. So it used to be the same stuff down. That's like the songs that get released in Jamaica and stuff. Like we'll get it 2-3 years later because they had their local network. Same kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yo, but look, I get it. This is my thing though. We can't act like I didn't say it. First of all, a nigga called the show and mentioned that, right? And then also, you just mentioned how it was certain individuals saying that about Fifth for whatever reason, right? So what I'm saying is I'm just conducting my show. But I'm gonna lay out the facts. I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing. You know what I mean? Because I don't have a dog in the fight. You know what I mean? So if somebody, yo, Reck, yo, wasn't this happening at the time when this song got released? I'm not gonna say, oh nah, they ain't never call Fifth a dry snitch. I'm gonna keep it real. They did. It was niggas saying that. Now,
that's you doing journalism.
Yeah.
That's we pretty much understand that part, but another thing in journalism is like actually bringing the accurate information. We understand people are gonna call up and say and throw stuff in the mix just to make things, I can just say for shock value.
Of course.
But at the same time, if we speak it from street perspective, we gotta just like how rumors back in the day could get somebody messed up and get somebody killed, and we gotta really bring that back into the internet is quote unquote on the streets now, or YouTube is the streets now. You get what I'm saying? So now we gotta kind of protect that narrative. Reason why I'm saying that is because that goes all the way back to like how the black market was, as far as like how our ancestors came out of slavery. They couldn't have no jobs. They created unions and all of that craziness. So they had to stick to like the black market, creating moonshine and all of that. So all of that stuff go back to regular foundational black Americans. That stuff don't, these other people that come into to our mix and stuff, they come with their kind of, troubles from where they from and everything, and they put that on us. But Preem already said that he didn't dry snitch anything. Just like Homeboy said, that was public record. Prince got convicted in '93, and the song came out 6 years later. So we just pretty much bringing the things to retrospect. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, look, bro, I'm gonna be honest. Even when 50 wrote that record, he was think about all the records he was writing. Even during that time and after, he was doing stuff for controversy, because we know controversy sells. You know what I mean? He got in that space. You know what I mean? Yo, you know what? I'm gonna talk about real shit that's going on in the hood. You know what I mean? Directly. And a lot of times, I'm gonna be honest, like we just gotta keep it real. Regardless of who the individual is, it don't have to be Supreme. It don't have to be 50. It could be a nigga named fucking Dwayne and Sean. Dwayne don't want Sean talking about shit he was doing back in the days or whatever. You know what I mean? Especially if he fighting a case or even if he locked up. You dig what I'm saying? Because a lot of times they'll bring a nigga back down. Like, oh, word? We didn't know this information. You feel me? And hit a nigga with more charges. Like, we just gotta keep it real.
But we know this man is smart enough to not do stuff like that. Like, that's just like exactly like if somebody get locked up right now, then like the Perkins situation with Draco the Ruler. They had sent somebody in with a wire. And that's how they pretty much got him out of that situation, because somebody had told on themselves or whatever the case may be. But we know Five is smart enough to the point to not mention anything that's going to bring somebody else down. We see it. It's inevitable. It's not like something that we got to second guess or anything like that. And that's why I'm saying we're now, from him getting convicted in '93, that is public record, technically, by a technicality. That is public record. You could go look that up right now and go see his case. It's in the library and all of that stuff. But we understand what you're saying. We don't want nobody speaking on people's business, but at the same time, how are we speaking on somebody's business when it's public record?
Yeah. Nah, I'm gonna say this though, and I'm gonna leave it alone because homie brought it up. That wasn't why I was doing this live. You know what I mean? Certain things is just best left unsaid, whether public record or not. You know what I mean? Especially as a rapper coming from the streets. And I'm gonna say this: 50 didn't snitch. Preem definitely, put that on record. Said it on public record. 50 didn't snitch in his case, this, that, and the third. But just think about it, right? Now, when 50 went to war with Jadakiss and the Locks and all that, they brought up all that information. You feel what I'm saying? So when the homie called, he's calling from that perspective. You dig what I'm saying?
Like the middle of America, the zoo, like the kids looking at it from a zoo perspective, like they could just go home after they visit the zoo. I get what you're saying.
Come on now. Yeah. But you know what, my brother? I appreciate you calling. It's a million people trying to call. But salute, man. Good assessment.
Yeah.
All right, salute. Peace. Mute your audio.
Yes.
Mute your audio, please.
I don't have no audio. This Shay. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Now I can hear my show. Now I'm saying mute that, please, because I can hear it in the backdrop.
Okay, my bad. This Shay from the D.
Now you gotta mute that because if you
turned
can.
it off.
Yeah, hello? Okay.
Yeah, I turned it off.
Okay, good.
I'm about to go to church with you, B.
Okay, let's get it.
Because the part is, which is so crazy. Preem really did love 50.
Correct.
He really did. But he looked at him as a hard-headed son. You gotta remember, that was his son. Which he called it as his son. I'm not saying. But he had respect for him. He really loved 50. But 50 wasn't going for the bullshit. Do you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
For real.
No, I got
you.
you.
Remember. Yeah. But when he did too many things, he had to put him out to the wolves to like sit him down. 50 came back and said, "No, Daddy." Right.
Got you.
It's gonna go this way. Right.
Got you. I appreciate you calling. I gotta get to all these
No,
callers. All right.
No.
Peace. Peace. Peace.
Yo, what's good, M.Reck?
What's going on, family? Salute.
Yeah. Oh, my fault. Yeah, I just wanted to comment on the topic you had before with Supreme and his son and this, that, and the third.
Yeah, let's do that. Matter of fact, hold on. I'm glad you said that. Like, I want to pivot back to that because one caller turned the whole room around. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and that's why I was trying to tell homies that was calling. I didn't even start the live for that. Somebody called and spoke on that. You dig what I'm saying? But it's crazy. It's like people don't want to hear truth. Like the fact that homie said what he said, I'm supposed to just lie, I guess, and said, nah, they ain't never called 50 a dry snitch. I'm supposed to just lie, I guess. You know what I mean? Like in New York, they got this mentality when they champion behind an artist, you know, the artist can't do no wrong. You know what I'm saying? So and that's not how I operate. So, you know, it is what it is. But Gad, you know, you got the floor, good brother. Let's get it.
All right. Yeah, I just want to say, I look at it two ways. All right, one is I don't think Preem was wrong for doing that to his son because I read somewhere like he didn't speak to his son in 7 years or something to that nature. So they didn't have real communication like that. So for him to do that publicly, I think he had to calm him down because little Preem was out here wilding. You know what I'm saying? So I feel as if he had to do that to calm him down, or else he would have been reading about him getting slumped over, whatever, because, you know, he's sending threats and acting like he really liked that, but 50 got money. And, you know, 50 ain't gonna do nothing to him personally, but come on. If you know, you know. Like, you know, so I felt that man wasn't wrong, you know.
No, I'm with you. I think Preem did the right thing. You know what I'm saying? For that situation get out of hand, Preem stepped in like, yo, you know what? I don't want to see nothing happen to my son. At the same time, he's moving ill-advised. You know what I'm saying? And then Preem, you know what? Preem said, I think went over a lot of niggas' head and my lives I've been doing. Preem said, me and Gerald Prince Miller, we moving on positivity.
Facts.
And that's the time that I'm on in the frequency. He said, yo, they moving on a higher frequency. You understand what I'm saying? And that's really what it's all about. That's what I got from it. Like Preem, like, yo, you know what? I didn't even want to do this, but I got to do this before it get crazy. But at the same time, we moving on a positive note. And I think a lot of people be missing those gems right there. You know what I mean? Because it's almost like when somebody say, yo, I'm on a positive tip. It's almost like people, it's kind of like people don't want to hear that. Because, you know, people love the negativity. Yeah. They love the negativity.
Of course.
So as soon as somebody said, nah, yo, I'm far removed from the drama and the beef, they want to, just try to, pick through it and find whatever negative vibe from it. Like, to me, Preem wasn't trying to really, like, even though it may come off like him embarrassing his son, but at the same time, if I'm telling him for 7 years to fall back on the internet, this is my only way I can reach him.
Really reach him.
You understand what I'm saying? But most people, you know what they're going to do? They're going to turn it into a negative. Supreme embarrasses his son on the internet. You know what I'm saying? And if his son
because for Little, I don't mean to cut you off, but Little Supreme, when he made that video to apologize or whatever, his whole demeanor was different.
Correct.
I ain't seen no tough kid. I seen a good kid.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
there you go.
So he started talking more proper, and you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro.
No doubt, bro. Good assessment, and thank you for bringing us back to the original narrative that I started this live for. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, no doubt, bro. I've been watching you, listening to you for a long time, a couple years. So, you know what I'm saying? And I'm from Brooklyn, so I already know. But keep doing your thing.
Salute.
And I'm gonna keep chiming in. You feel me?
Thank you, good brother. Salute. Peace. Peace. Peace.
Hey.
Yeah, mute your audio, please. You gotta mute your TV or your laptop because I can hear that in the background.
Okay, let me mute it real quick. Let me mute it.
All right, hold on 1 second. Run the likes up. We live on YouTube. We got close to 1,800 people in here. We need the likes to match the people in the room on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. The like button takes you 2 seconds, and it's free. So call us. State your name, where you call it from. Keep it clean. Let's do this in a minute or less because the lines is on fire. All right?
I know that's right. So I wanted to say greetings. My name's Kalada. I'm calling from New York City. I'm in LES right now. So, you know, I've been following everything that's been taking place, and I've been listening my best to what you brought out. I kind of want to make sure that I stay on topic with what your original question was, and I believe you were asking, do we think how things were handled correctly? I'll be honest with you. I look at the son as a grown adult who technically was not really having his dad in his life maybe the whole time, and maybe his reaction at that time was how he felt. It was okay. I'm not saying his response to 50 Cent and Irv Gotti's family was good, but I feel like how he felt was his truth, is what he felt was right at the time. I'm not necessarily saying I'm in agreement with Dad either, being that I understand you want to save your son and you feel like, it was a little tricky for me, his response, because it was like, I want to prove to everybody else that I'm not for what my son is doing, but I do feel like he could have went about it just a little tad bit different.
Got you.
I'm not really I really just kind of disapprove of that beating in public, because I feel like it was no different. Even though your son is reacting that way, you're responding that way.
Well, let me say this. Let me say this. I hear you, but it actually worked, because just like the caller before me said, we never seen his son this humbled. We never.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I agree with that.
So Preem couldn't get to him no other way. Couldn't get to him through the phone. For 7 years, he tried to, like, look, fall back on the internet stuff. I don't need you speaking for me or Supreme Team, or, even with this whole Irv Gotti situation. I'm pretty sure they reached out to him via social media or telephone, and he didn't listen. He said it himself.
And that's where I got a little confused with, because when he made the statement, I think he said something like, we don't like, the son said something about we, and the father was all upset saying, like, what do you mean we? I don't know. I didn't take it as he meant his dad, but maybe I could be wrong. We could have been anybody, but it seems like Dad took on, he's meaning me and everybody else. And we could have been the new generation that he's rolling with without his dad.
No, when he's saying he's speaking on the behalf of the Supreme Team and Irv Gotti and them, and that's why Supreme had to step in, because we ain't with none of what he talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
that's why I think I got a little confused, because
I did hear the son saying we, but he didn't specify who we meant.
Yeah.
But Dad seemed to specify we
exactly
means us. And that's when I was like, well, how do we know that's what the son really meant? So I was a little confused.
I appreciate you calling. Thank you. Salute.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Peace. Peace. Mute your audio. All right, next caller. Run it up. Run it up. Peace. Peace. Peace.
Hey, what up, Reck?
What's going on, family? Salute. Talk to me.
Salute. 21 Gun salute. Yeah, this Lyrical J from Virginia, man. And
all right. Salute
I just
to the whole VA.
Come in on that situation. I don't think they're on the same page, but I think he know how to move better, man. And I think since he's been down, he probably wising up a little bit, and he know not to go that direction to beef with 50, because 50 like to expose people.
Got you. That's why, first and foremost, I put in the title the question mark. I believe they on the same page with this situation. You know what I mean? Because 50 mentioned, like, oh, I know that didn't come from Preem. So that's basically co-signing what Preem's saying. Preem, yo, that shit didn't come from me. What, my son is saying. You know, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, they on the same page on that aspect of the son out here wilding. You know what I mean? And even him moving, giving T-shirts to Southwest T. That wasn't co-signed by Preem. And then 50 saying,
no, that was him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So they on the same page. They on the same page on different accounts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I respect that, man, because I've really got a lot of respect for 50, man. He's one of my favorite artists. But what Preem did, that's some real nigga shit, man. I respect that, man. So, yeah, they definitely on the same page, man.
No doubt, family. Salute.
Salute. 21 Gun salute. Holla, right?
So let me say this, right? And I love my show because a lot of times people call and they just react. But I give them perspective and they be like, you know what? I ain't look at it that way. Oh, yo, you know what? You're right. They all on the same page. Because at first when he called and it's all respect, I don't think they on the same page. They got to be on the same page because they saying the same thing. So, with this thing here, right? I tell people, I've been doing this for a minute and I'm really good at what I do. Not just on no media shit, just from a general perspective as a man. You did? Because a lot of people, they just react. They don't know how to fall back and take information in and do the knowledge and do the research and then form a assessment once you do your homework. So caller, state your name, where you calling from.
Peace, M.Reck, Jersey Mac, calling out of VA.
Jersey Mac, what's happening, good brother, man? Give me your assessment on this.
Oh man, I agree with Preem and how he did what he did. Feel like it was very necessary. I think his son. You see, the thing is, his son is not cut from that cloth, man. His son is not cut from the same cloth as 50 nor Preem. You know what I mean? So, like these days, when you could just pick up a phone and you get a camera in your face, you just get stuff off your chest. The lines are blurred. Between what's official and what's far removed from official. You got a kid who couldn't stand in front of 50 and say not none of those words. You know what I mean? Trying to take on his father's battle. It ain't got nothing to do with him. You understand? So I think Preem doing it the way he did it, it kind of made it clear what his stance is from here going forward. And whether his son wants to follow suit or not, he can no longer use his father's credibility to stand on nonsense.
Yo, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna stop you there. Great assessment. This might one of you and Janie B. This is one of the best assessments this phone is live. Because you really understood everything that was going on. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they just operating from a fan perspective or feel like they got a cake for 50 for whatever reason. I'm going to say this. If you're a 50 Cent fan, you feel like you want a cake for him, this is not the platform. If you can't have a general perspective. I'm because you know this because you've been calling Jersey Mac. A lot of niggas may be new. we're not here to bash 50 Cent. And at the same time, we don't deride nobody. You know what I'm saying? We're going to give a general perspective and have real conversations. So if you're not on that time, you don't have to call because it's cool. You could be on what you on. Just we over here as grown men, you know, having real conversations. Grown men and grown women having real adult conversations, and each one teach one. We building over here. So if you can't build, then don't. There's no reason to call. I'm just not to you, but I'm just saying to other people that's listening in, and they may want to call and they fanned out and don't know how to, you know, separate the artist from the man, and just, you know, my thing is nobody's perfect. So if you can't address the situation at hand without, you know, being stand out, then please don't call.
Yeah,
You know
listen, baby Preem. I'm gonna call him Baby Preem. I don't know his name, but you know, he doesn't know 50 Cent from any street anything. You know what I mean? He doesn't even know anything outside of what he's been told and what the reputation of his father was. He wasn't around to see or feel none of that. So you can't stand on, you know, your father's street reputation and try to fight a battle that don't got nothing to do with you. Even as a parent, me myself, you know, as a parent, if I got a problem with somebody, that's not my kid's battle.
That's
not
a fact.
at all. You know,
that's a fact, man. Jersey Mac, great assessment.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, King. Salute.
Peace.
Let's get it. Peace.
What's going on, right?
What's happening? Everything good, brother? Talk to me.
All right, so here's something that the chat is not understanding. They're saying that 50 acts childish. I mean, what do you expect from a man? No father, mother dies very young, right? Now, he too gets left behind for 20 years. He's looking for love, right? He can't reach the love because the 20 years of his father, it's nowhere. So he's trying to go on the internet for that attention, looking for love. It's all in the wrong places to where it's almost like a toddler, right? Trying to reach out for his own parent somewhere so far, right? So what do people expect? And this is why I tell people, it's very important that your parents' presence, it plays a major part at the end of the day. Like it or not, it's the truth. Y'all have to stay in y'all kids' lives at the end of the day. It's very important.
Correct.
You know? Now look, before I get off the phone, now who goes to say Supreme might have been failed, right? Because you got the Supreme team. He was failed. Otherwise, how was the Supreme team even born? You understand what I'm saying?
Nah, great assessment, good brother. I appreciate you tapping
in. Yeah.
No doubt. Peace. Run the lights up. Let's get it, man. I'm loving people calling with general perspectives, man. And the last 3-4 calls had great general perspectives. Let's keep it on that time, man. Let's keep it on the general perspective time. Peace. Peace.
My name Pamela Jasper. I'm calling from Virginia. What Preem did was completely right. A lot of people want to say slick stuff in public for everybody to hear and see. So Preem did right by publicly shutting his son down, opposed to trying to call him and saying it privately. He did what he was supposed to do.
No doubt.
You know what? You know he did right. You got to correct your child. Don't know until you correct them. You teach them.
Correct.
And when you do something public, you make a public statement, because just like you try to front on me in public, how about apologize to me in public?
That's a fact. Great assessment. Thank you. Peace.
M.Reck.
Janie B, what's happening?
I'm not trying to squash on say nothing about nobody else's situation that they came on and said, because everybody got their own perspective. However, 50 Cent got too much money not to go see a therapist.
That's a fact. He needed.
Let's be clear. His trauma, we all got trauma. We all.
Yeah.
Which one of us can't say we traumatized?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you something else, M.Reck. I don't respect 50 and what he did no more. With all of the stuff that came out, I see why Meech moved the way he did. Right. He was pigeonholing that he got the rights the whole time. This is what he was doing, trying to strong arm somebody who ain't never gonna let you strong arm him. And then to do that to his son, like Meech ain't never, Lil Meech ain't never tried to be Big Meech. You get what I'm saying? Like Meech is a street dude. Lil Meech ain't never portrayed himself as that. He looked up to 50 because 50 kept on telling everybody this, he got him, this nephew. So for you to release that, I'm glad he released it because now I look at you different, boo boo. But for him to release that text, that shows how small of a man you got, 50, to think that you won with that. You made us all look at you totally different, talking this, telling that kid that, and he ain't no kid, but to 50, he a kid.
I'm gonna be honest with you. This is why I rock with you. Because I believe we on the same frequency a lot of times. Now, we both love 50 Cent, the artist, and 50 Cent did amazing things for people. Put people in amazing positions. And we both agree when Southwest T made that move with Supreme Son, we was like, now why he done did that? You feel me?
That was a bozo move.
Right? But the difference is between me, you, and I would say a lot of others, but we know how to call 50 Cent out on his bullshit as well.
Correct.
And that's the difference. And that's why I love my platform, because you're going to have the majority of people speaking from a general perspective. And it's like, it's no hate, but at the same time, it's no D-Rod neither. We just want to. And I appreciate you calling, because some people, they don't know how to separate the two. Now, when we looked at the Meech situation for standing next to Ross, we looked at it automatically like, oh, nah, that's not a good move. 50 ain't gonna like that, right? But then when 50 moved in certain instances, when he leaked Little Meech's texts and put it out to the internet, and then you hear 50 did a big deal. Now, not saying it was for the BMF series, but just in general with all his different series, he did a big deal with Stars for 150 million or whatever. Meech posted on his Instagram stories. I don't know who that was. It may have been a lawyer saying, 50, you just did a $150 million deal, right, with Stars, and Meech didn't get he didn't get $1 out of that, whatever.
That was Stars coming out and saying that.
Oh, that's Stars?
We totally look at this whole totally different.
Yeah, see, but everybody don't know how to process that information and still, speak on it from a general perspective. Like, see, that's the difference. That's why I'm gonna be honest with you. When I do these lives, I don't like when somebody thinks one-sided, because what happens is, we hear the bill. You know what I mean? If I can't see things from your perspective and vice versa, then we gonna hit a brick wall. We gonna clash. This is for grown men and grown women to have dialogue. Each one teach one. You understand what I'm saying? So, but I'm gonna fall back.
Hey, M.Reck, you need to make a shirt and coin it. M.Reck, who is the greatest and why am I?
Nah, I don't even want that title. Thank you, but I don't want that title. I'll let the people say that for me. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what happens when you live in vain, and now you're supposed to feel great at what you do. You know what I mean? You're supposed to feel like the greatest. But for me, I take the more humble approach. I love when people say, yo, M.Reck, you got the livest show. So now when I say it, the people been saying it now. So when I say I go on a live, right, and I start the live, yo, the street said M.Reck got the livest show. I'm going off what the people was giving me. You feel what I'm saying?
Can I say it?
Well, if you want to say it, you can.
M.Reck is the greatest, and why is he?
Well, Janie B said it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it. All right. Salute, Janie B. Let's get it. Peace. Peace. Peace.
Hello?
Yeah, you live.
Good afternoon, everybody. M.Reck, what's up?
What's happening, good brother?
Yo, this is Rome from Southside Queens. I just wanted to elaborate my opinion, my take on Supreme, his rebuke and rebuttal to his son. I feel that, number one, Supreme, I think, was capping, straight up. I think he was capping off the strength that I think Supreme now is feeling that he has a high potential to be pardoned. Trump is in office now, pardoning everybody, guilty and non-guilty. If he feels it's going his way, Trump gonna pardon you. If you punch a police officer in the face, those people that back Trump in the Oval Office on January 6th, Trump pardoned everybody. He didn't give a damn. And I feel that Preem feels that with the recent pardon or dismissal of charges of his nephew, Prince Miller, Preem feels possibly he himself has a chance. He doesn't want anything to get in the way, doesn't want anybody talking reckless and ruthless on the internet involving him. That's why he said he said yesterday to his son, there's no we about peace. Preem is trying to stay in the guidelines of trying to get himself released. Preem not trying to make no waves at this point in time.
No doubt.
But I do feel it was capping only on that. That's your son.
Mm-hmm.
You could call him on the phone.
Well,
you could do a three-way just like you went on the internet.
Well, let me stop you there.
And provided this.
Let me stop. He said he said that, they tried to reach him for 7 years. Preem said it. He tried to do it on the phone.
All right.
You know what I mean? Right. So see, like, I ain't gonna front. The way Preem conducted that phone call and that audio message to his son and to the world, he said everything he needed to say in there. Because the first thing people gonna say, yo, why you didn't just say it to your son on the phone, or why you didn't say it to your son when he came to see you on a visit? He did everything he possibly could. He didn't listen. Even the son said, yo, I didn't listen when my pops was telling me to fall back.
There is no visit because they wasn't talking. So what I'm saying to you is that there was other channels Preem could have took. He didn't really have to come to and even though he did, okay, cool. I believe Preem was capping. First, second of all, why you gotta say your son government name? Kyle Robinson,
He's you know why? You know why he said it?
Provide a leg, a ground.
You know why he said it? You know why he said it?
I don't want to be involved in that.
Yeah.
Huh?
You know why he said it? Because he's not a junior, first, right? Then two, also to separate himself from his son. You understand? Using the McGriff name for ill-advised stuff.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, that's what I'm saying too. Yeah, you're right on that. I believe he's trying to clear his alliance with anything of any type of violence. Because Preem Jr., Lil Preem, came out with some soft threats to 50. Soft threats. There wasn't really direct, but soft threats. Yo, I don't know. Yo. Yeah. So Preem wants to stay away from that. I believe Preem is trying to get just as his nephew, Prince Miller, got the pardon and is home. Preem wants to come home.
Gotcha.
He's older. He don't want to make no waves, no winds. I feel though it was a little cap, but then I feel that he could have did it another way. I believe the 7 years, okay, cool. If you really love your son, come on, man.
Got you. Look, this is what I'm gonna do. I like your assessment from that perspective, where Preem may be looking for a partner or something, just like, his cousin. You know what I'm saying?
He went to Obama. I don't know if y'all know that. He went to Obama for a pardon before. But Trump, everybody had their differences with Trump. Trump, if he feels you were, no matter what the crime was, no matter what it was, because all those dudes on January 6th that supported Trump pardoned all of them. and police was killed in that event.
Mm-hmm.
Trump will give you a part. He feels Trump is a little bit more understanding.
Got you.
And if he has a better shot with
you.
the Trump administration to coming home, Lil Kyle, shut your mouth. I don't have nothing to do with that. We move in peace.
No doubt.
But the only problem I have with
I ain't gonna hold you. I gotta get to the next caller, good brother. Great assessment. Let's get it, y'all. We gotta move along with these calls. Run the likes up. Salute to the Reckmobb. We live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Let's get it. Like button is free. Take you 2 seconds to hit it. 2 seconds to hit it. Caller, state your name. Where you calling from?
Hello?
Yeah, you live.
Yo, what up, Brett?
What's going on?
This War Baby Love, straight out of the Brick City. You know what it is, man. But I heard about the thing that you was talking about, the Supreme and his son and whatnot. I'm 50.
Okay.
My son 30-something years old. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm from back in the day and shit. You know what I mean? So if I did something in the streets, I'm going to handle that.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm going to if it's anything, if anybody that I can help lay my son on, it's going to be me. I don't need my son in the streets running his goddamn mouth and get laid down by some other brother. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm justifying what Preem did as a grown-ass man. Check that little nigga, you know what I mean? Put him in his place, let him know stay out of grown folks' business. If I need you to do something for me, or I got something for you to say to me, then I'm going to instruct that. But other than that, leave my business out of your mouth, period.
No doubt.
You feel me?
I got you, good brother.
All
right, salute. Let's get it. Run the likes up. I'm loving these calls, man. People are talking with sense. I don't agree with everything. You know, I may agree with one part somebody's saying, but then they might ramble and say some, some things I don't agree with. But for the most part, overall, the callers are giving great assessments, man. I'm gonna say that, man. Appreciate y'all. Let's get it. I'm gonna rock out probably. Damn, it's 1 o'clock already. God damn, I ain't even eat breakfast, man. Let's get it. Salute the Red. I appreciate your patience.
No problem at all. How you doing?
I'm great, Red. And I want to read your super chat too while I got you on the line too. Salute. This is Red. She's Reckmobb, and she's one of my biggest supporters. And she always give dope assessments, and I love the energy and the support. Hold on. Where's these super chats? I want to highlight it while you here in the room with me. Because people just keep calling and there we go. Hold on. Tri-State Red. There we go.
Your lines is hot. You got
the lines on fire.
Line.
That's a fact. So Tri-State Red, right before she called, a good while ago, she dropped a super chat, right? And she said, if you defeat your enemy, you should not leave them any room to recover or seek revenge. 48 laws of power. People love the quotes until it's real or necessary. So Red, you want to speak on that, or you want to go a little bit more deeper?
I mean, you know what? I'm gonna stay real light, because you know what? I ain't even about that life, and I'm gonna say with Preem, with the topic of Preem, I just don't. Hey Rashida, I see you. On the topic of Preem, I just, like the last caller said, it could be a million, it could be a list of different plays, and either way, I just don't want to be one in the bucket that affects whatever he got going on.
Correct.
To be honest.
Correct.
So I'm off that, but with 50, I wanted to, I believe her name is Janie B. Miss Janie B.
Yeah, Janie B.
She said she made a point about the $150 million from Stars, and it just, excuse my alarm, I got a million things to do, but it just, I don't know. To me, I'm thinking like this, right? This man did sell his rights, right, to the alleged federal CI, right? He sold his life rights. So that we're talking about a case of buyer's remorse. We're not talking about somebody being done dirty or somebody being cheated. You sold your rights. That's that's like selling. You sold something for cheaper than it was worth, and then now you mad when it becomes valuable. I mean, he sold the rights to this girl. This lady, the lady did whatever the business she did with 50. Still, how is that an excuse for him to be jumping out the window the way that he does? It sounds like, to me, I'm just saying my perception is this, that a snake is a snake. I feel like, snakes slither around and they're going to always look for some kind of loophole. If you didn't do this, I wouldn't have did that. And it just feels a little bit like that to me,
Got you.
I mean, yeah, if I go into business with 50 tomorrow, I know exactly who I'd be dealing with. I know exactly what I'd expect, and I know that I'd have to think long and hard about whether or not I'm willing to deal with that. I mean, come on, how many years has it been now? So if you go into business with this man and it goes left, or you take it left, I feel like you kind of was looking for an excuse or a reason. Just my observation.
Got you. Tri-State Red, appreciate you tapping in. Thank you.
Of course.
All right, peace. Let's get it. We got the livest show, according to the people. According to the Reckmobb, they said M.Reck got the livest show. According to the streets, they saying I got the livest show. So we gonna run with that. Tony B on the line. What's happening?
Hey, Reck. I'm coming through. What's good, man? I ain't defending nobody. Let me get that straight out the air, off the break. But I'm gonna say this.
Okay.
For last caller and Miss B, I ain't defending nobody. Okay. Y'all got to know who y'all dealing with. Stars is devils too. The reason why I'm saying that, do y'all research? The reason why Stars came out and said that too, because they was messing around with 50 money. 50 went. People don't know this. I think it's Lionsgate that owns Stars.
Yes, sir.
50 went to Lionsgate because Stars were screwing them out of their money. He went above their head and he did a deal with Lionsgate. That's why they came out and said what they said. So you got to.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's just Lionsgate is like, say for instance, you got Universal Music and you got Universal Pictures. That's all it is. So Lionsgate is the umbrella. You know what I mean? The umbrella. And then Stars is the streaming, the streaming app.
But I mean, you still gotta look at it. I mean, the big brother. I mean, you still gotta look at it though. They in their feelings about that too. I'm not trying to pick point. Trying to say one way or another. They in their feelings about that too. I'm not saying that who's right and who's wrong. You know what I'm saying? But also too, I think Preem was trying to tell his son, to chill out too, because he mentioned, that man's, moms, and I don't know if it was his grandmother or his grandfather or whatever too, Yeah, so
nah, that's a fact. That
could have got pretty personal. That could have got pretty personal.
No, it could have got real personal. But like my man Fresh as Hell 360 said, it comes with the territory from the waters 50 was treading in when he did what he said about Irv. You understand what I'm saying?
Definitely. That's why I say I'm not picking no sides.
Yeah,
I ain't picking no sides here because 50 do some wild stuff too.
That's what I'm saying. The kid was wrong and right at the same time because he was defending Irv honor.
No, he was saying he also. I don't mean to cut you off. He was also saying too that what if I? That's what he did say. What if I said? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Look, he was defending that, even though that wasn't his business. He was trying to defend his father honor and Irv honor, because Irv is a legend, and it just happens. It didn't go his way. But
you can hear the hurt in his voice.
Yeah, he was definitely hurt. It humbled him. But at the same time, we got to call it for what it is. I tell people, that's why I ain't gonna front. Fresh as Hell had a dope assessment. He made a great point. You know what I'm saying? Earlier when he called.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm gonna land my plane.
Can I say one more thing?
You got
one more thing, Reck?
You got it.
Okay, that post, people got to realize too, when 50 put post out, don't always take it as comedy. Sometimes he put it out as comedy just to keep them peoples from watching what he trying to really say. When he put that post out to Meech, if y'all pay attention, he really do got love for the kid. But you got to look at it this way too. He's also, when he said little nigga, he also was telling them, little nigga, I rock with you, but I can't have you around me if I'm beefing with your father.
Yeah, nah, we get that. We understand. being said.
No, because this is my thing, Rick. Everybody keeps saying that Lil Meech ain't do nothing to him. He knows that himself, but it's like,
well,
why people keep saying that he can't have him around him if, you know what I'm saying, he having problems with his dad.
Well, let me stop you there.
Common sense.
Let me stop you there. I was the first one to break that whole situation when Little Meech posted the flyer of the Welcome Home concert. Right. I was the first one to do a live on it. Nobody saw it because I already knew 50 wasn't going to be too happy with that. So that's where 50 is mad at Little Meech. It's beyond his father because Little Meech was the first one.
Oh, he put the fly out?
He put the fly out first. That's what I'm saying. I did the show. I was explaining to niggas. That's why I be 100 steps ahead of niggas. You know what I mean? In general and just this whole media shit. I was the first one. I saw the flyer. The flyer went up. I think I did a live like maybe 10 minutes after, 20 minutes after the latest. And a lot of niggas are saying, oh, Reck, you reaching and all this. Nah, Reck. I said, yo, my nigga, I know what type of time 50 is on. The fact that you got all these artists on the bill and you got Rick Ross. First of all, 50 is not on the bill. Right?
Right.
He got the theme song to your father's TV show that you in, that he paid for your acting career. So all that shit was red flags. And then the fact, remember, Southwest T took the picture with Supreme Son and 50 was already saying, oh,
I remember that.
Yo, you know what? We're going to end this series. This going to be the last season. 50 already alluded to ending the series once that picture was taken with Southwest T and Supreme Son. So that should have let them both know, Meech and his son, like, even though they should have known from the gate, you know, when you're doing business with 50 Cent, you know what comes with that. You know the pros and cons. At least you should know. So I saw it early with the flyer. You can go back. Nobody. I was the first one to report on it.
That's the only part I didn't know though. I swear I didn't know that part. I didn't know that the son. Yeah, I didn't know he put the flyer out. I'm just, you know, I seen the Rick Ross and all that, and I started seeing that up, you know, with them when they was, you know, when he had his hand on Rick Ross' shoulder. I didn't know his son put that part out though.
But that's why I'm telling you why I be giving niggas perspective, because I'm 10 steps ahead, 100 steps ahead of niggas. You dig? And if you go back to my show,
at the end of the day, nobody can't expect him to have, you know, him around him. And, you know, if he, you know, having problems with his pops, that's all I'm saying. Because I keep seeing people in the comments talking about, you know, he didn't do nothing to him. It's like, dude.
I mean, everything you're saying is right. Everything you're saying is right. But I believe the flyer started the domino effect. When Little Meech posted that, it was up.
Yeah, but you can still see that he got love for Shorty though, man.
I mean, of course, it's like when shit go left with people that you have love for, the love just don't be lost. It's just you disappointed. You know, 50 right now, he's in his feelings. And you know, do he got every right to be? I want to say yeah and no. Now, in terms of,
he kept telling him about that chain too. Remember, he kept telling him, like, I told him that you can't be wearing that chain unless you're around me. When he had that, I don't know if that chain worth for $500,000 or something like that. I mean, a medallion, that BMF medallion. He told him I told him don't wear that unless you're around me and stuff like that. He was trying to protect the kid and all that, man. Just crazy.
You got love for him, but yo, my brother, I'm gonna get to these other callers, man. I appreciate you, Tony B. All right,
definitely.
Salute.
All right,
look. I'm gonna tell y'all once again, man. It's a reason why the people call us the livest show. You gotta do your homework. I'm not here to argue with nobody. We can bail. Peace.
Yo, Reck, what up?
KV the one. I'm glad you called, man. Salute. I'm gonna let you peace guard and all that fly shit, right? Look.
Yeah. Peace, Lord. What up?
Lord, I think you tapped into the show. You definitely listened to the show. Was I not one of the first people to address this narrative with Little Meech and Big Meech?
Yeah, facts.
shit gonna go left because of that event?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Okay.
I mean, we seen it coming though. Like we seen it from. I mean, you called it the first time when Southwest T bust the first move.
Correct. There you go. I was on that.
I'm saying, yeah, exactly. Exactly. As soon as he did that, you put that up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I already seen it coming since then. Like, first of all, I'm gonna be honest, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said before, because I be having this conversation with my these niggas secretly hate New York niggas on a low, and they don't got the balls to say it a certain way. That's a fact. You know I'm not lying. A lot of niggas won't say it like that. I'm just an open guy. I'm the guy that walk into the room. I don't care who's big, who's tall, who's short. We all men, so we all got a chance to be who we really want to be in life, right?
Correct.
I'm saying that these niggas show every chance they get that they can't stand New York niggas. That's all it's really about.
Now hold on. Let me stop you there. Let me stop you there real quick. Who you talking about? You talking about South niggas or you talking about who you talking about?
I'm talking about just certain niggas in general. It don't necessarily got to be a South thing.
Okay.
Because to be real with you, sometimes I feel like the South might rock a little more than the Midwest. However, I feel like personally, right, these niggas get it. Anytime they get a chance to spit in a New York nigga face, they will. And we got to understand that as a personal thing. I'm not saying everybody is like that. I'm saying like these big dogs, they come from that time. Like even us, we come from a time where we understand the difference in the boroughs, right? But it wasn't necessarily a hate thing unless you had drama there, right? Like we know the difference between a Queens dude, a Brooklyn dude, a Bronx dude, a Staten Island dude, but everybody outside of New York, they just look at that like New York.
Yeah, nah.
Oh, they could tell we from New York, right? By the accent. But in real time though, a lot of times these niggas, especially the ones that be out in the game like that running, they be hating niggas on the low. Cause that was a straight up hater move. Like the move that Meech pulled was a hater move, my guy. Like, look, if we want to talk about the 150 million, like Red said, you sold that. You sold your rights to Old Girl. And then Old Girl is what helped you get the TV show popping by messing with Fifth. So you sold those rights. Now, that means that the rights is the rights, but if Fifth rocking with you, he ain't gonna hate on it. Like that's your name. Y'all niggas should do your thing. Open up the stores, do the new as many different spin-offs to BMF as you want. Like the world is really yours, but that's not how they was looking at it. Why? Because they looked at who had the bag, the bank, who capitalizing the most. Yo, 50 got the whole 150. Yeah, but he took the chance with this dirty ass name. Like everybody keeps swearing, yo, Meech Ben was gonna get the deal. Meech Ben was gonna get the deal. Guess what? For everybody that say that, guess what? Meech and them niggas got locked up in 05. Nobody approached the name to do business until 50 did back in like 2015, 16. So that's a 10 to 11 year stretch with nobody interested in the name. Why are we playing these games?
And we spoke on this too. Me and you spoke on this.
Word, why are we playing these games? Like that's a whole 10 to 11 year stretch with nobody coming like, yo, Meech, your story is big. Yo, Meech, we want to do the beat. Nobody came with that. Only 50. Only Fifth. So now, y'all let him clean the name up. Y'all let him you do the whole thing with your son, even with the plug. Everybody keeps saying his plugs ain't getting nothing popping for his son while he was in there. I remember when this nigga was mad at Jeezy for not paying a lawyer fee or something like that. And everybody keeps saying it's the boss man with all the money and he been had paper and he probably hid the money. And so why he beefing with Jeezy over lawyer fees and Jeezy ain't even locked up? Oh, Jeezy wasn't there, man. He ain't. All y'all niggas had mad different niggas all over the states holding y'all down with money. Why does one man have to matter? To me, that one man was in the game. He was getting to it at a higher level than maybe the rest of y'all cronies. And that's why you shouted him out on that level, because you wanted his help, because you was drowning. So now you received the lifeline. You got the green light to do whatever you want to do. Even though son owned the life rights, I'm pretty much sure he ain't hating on y'all niggas free to do whatever y'all want. It's y'all thing.
But at the end of the day, why would I risk my all knowing that, number one, this is not my name, so y'all want me to promote for y'all without me getting my slice? Not only do y'all want me to promote for y'all want me to clean up a dirty name that nobody came to mess with. You want me to put your son in acting class and give him the role, which I did over Stars. I went behind Stars back, put your son in acting class. I went against the crackers for you.
Yep, that's something I said.
I went against them for you.
Yep.
I went against them for you. I put your son in acting class because they wasn't going to give your son the role. And in a year and a half, 2 years' time, I made sure your son got on TV to represent you. And in real time, I feel like he probably tried to come at Fifth for a portion of the bag or for a portion of the money from the life rights or maybe even a portion of the rights. And Fifth was like, nah.
Yeah.
Like, for me to give you that, how would I benefit? Like, what would I, because your brother already we already down one round. Your brother already took a pick with this little nigga from the hood. We don't even rock with, son. He opening his mouth about situations that he not even concerned with. And like his pop said, like, ain't nobody beasting on the internet. If you was so concerned and you felt the way you felt, why you ain't go up to the radio station or the label where you know son be at and request to talk to him face to face? Nah, you did it for the clout, because that's what these little niggas is into, clout chasing. But at the same time, we ain't gonna act like that wasn't a hater move by Meech. He hated on his son and he hated on 50. He hated on his son and he hated on 50. Facts. He hated on his son because his son is getting to it right now. His son is basically the new age version of what he is. He really got it lit. To be honest with you, all the as far as the celebs in his era and all of that, like Little Meech got it lit.
Correct. That's a fact.
Well, he had it lit. You know what I'm saying? He had it lit. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I feel like this on the low just be showing how certain niggas in their heart be hating New York niggas on the low.
Yeah. And you know what's the ill part?
Because I feel like if it was another person, I don't think it would have went that way.
Well, I'm gonna say this. Now you got remember, a lot of niggas was calling up, Meech would have got that movie deal, that TV deal somewhere else, right?
Saying.
A lot of niggas is doing that, right? And on the lives we've been doing, right? And me and you both were saying that's bullshit. You know what I mean? We call bullshit.
He got locked
up
05, bro. Nobody came for the name, son. Nobody was interested.
And we both said 50 cleaned the name up, which is hard to do. You know what I'm saying? Especially when the feds take you down for those type of charges. Nobody want to stand next to that, especially in the corporate world.
Nobody.
Especially in the corporate world.
Nobody. Facts. Not only in the corporate, but you got to think. Niggas in music is from the streets. They not standing next to you.
They don't want to be hot. You know what I'm saying? So,
everybody that was chasing you around disappeared on you.
Facts. So now I'm going to say this. Remember, a lot of niggas was calling, saying this. Yo, Big Meech still up. Big Meech got more money than 50. I done heard niggas say that, right? On my live.
Facts. How, though?
I was like,
that's
yo.
like the biggest groupie.
I was like, yo, I don't know if you niggas are delusional or you niggas is caught up in the smoke and mirrors. A lot of niggas, and then sometimes a lot of niggas be D-riding. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason. You know what I mean?
Said, that's that New York hate, man. If you got to make up, if these niggas is making up stories in order to sound good. If son had the bag, this is what niggas like. I look at everything like niggas is so groupie-ish that they can't see everything. Like if he had the bag, why the hell his connects in his bag didn't put his son through acting school when he was down?
Ding, ding,
because he ain't had it.
Yo, listen, KV, you already know. Appreciate you. Assessment. Always A1 platinum
man. We
nuggets.
Gotta stop these yes guys.
Oh yeah, you already know that.
Fact.
You already know.
We gotta stop these yes men, man. Salute, man. Salute to the Reckmobb. We live.
You already know. Free the land. Let's get it.
Free the land, man. Salute.
Peace. Mutual audio. All right, I'm gonna answer this next caller, but hold on, caller. 516. Hold on, mutual audio. Hold on 1 second. Let me get through this this super chat real quick. Shouts to Reasoning on a Higher Level. Okay? With Kulada. M. Dot. She dropped the super chat and says, I think she meant, peace, family. M.Reck is a safe place to reason on a higher level without people saying we need to be careful what we say. Even if we wrong, M.Reck will reason it out with us to make us think that's love. Facts. See, you get it. You know what's so crazy? It's a lot of homies that get it, but the ladies, they really get it. You know what I mean? They that's why I do ladies night. The first event I did, this year was ladies night for that reason. The ladies get it. It's never no hate from the ladies. It's always love. But with dudes, they love the platform, but the fact that, this is my platform, they want to be in that position. You got some niggas that want to call to argue with me, and I don't do arguments. I don't even do debates, but it is what it is. But let me get to this next caller. Let's get it. I appreciate that. Peace. Mute your audio.
What's up?
What's happening?
Man, this bitch face Miss Reck. Let me cut this TV down.
Yeah.
So check it out, M.Reck. You know what everybody missing the fact what 50 Cent is? Who was the first person to put 50 Cent on that ain't here no more, M.Reck?
Hold on. I'll mute that audio because it's bleeding through on the show.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. You said who was the first person to put 50 Cent on that's not here no more?
Yeah.
Yeah. Take a stab at it.
Jam Master Jay.
Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact.
He got knocked down, right?
Yeah, I mean, right? he got murked.
Okay.
He definitely got murked. But
okay.
I'm gonna say this: he put 50 Cent. He put 50 Cent on, but that deal was a bad deal. I'm gonna just say that.
We know the deal was bad, but he actually got knocked down.
Yeah.
Who did the feds allegedly said that bag came from that got him knocked down, and that they was trying to bring in on that indictment, which was Terry Flannery.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Terry Flannery, Big Meech's brother, right?
Wow.
So see, like a lot of people, they going off this 50 Cent, this, like they not even looking at. They not most of these people that's calling your show not from the streets, but they be claiming they from the streets, right?
Correct.
If you know anything about Meech and Terry, they had a falling out, right?
That's
Terry got caught on the wiretaps, right? Feds got on him, they got knocked down, right? And so when the gentleman was like, oh, well, people keep D-riding and saying Meech still got money. Well, I'm from the D, right? Born and raised. And I ain't gonna say who I am, but I can tell you this. They never got none of Meech's money, right? They never got none of his money. They never got none of his jewelry. When the feds caught Terry just riding on the highway, they took $5 million worth of jewelry from him out of a Crown Royal bag. The jeweler got indicted because of money laundering of 260 or 250 million in jewelry that they bought from Jacob. Right? Okay, so now this is what I want to ask, because I heard my man KV like, oh, everybody hate New York niggas. Don't nobody hate New York niggas, but New York niggas think too much of themselves, just like I'm from Detroit. I think Detroit niggas think too much of themselves.
Now, let me stop you there. Why you think New York niggas think too much of themselves, and explain why, and in what aspect? And what aspect?
It's not in a bad way, but it was like one time I called your show and somebody was like, a nigga from Brooklyn. Like, I've been all over this country, and I love niggas from Brooklyn. Because if you go anywhere and you meet a nigga from Brooklyn, he gonna tell you, son, we running this, right? But it's just a funny thing. It's like, anywhere I've met a Brooklyn nigga, yo, son, Atlanta, nigga, we running this. Not met a Brooklyn nigga in New Orleans, and he say, son, we running this. And I believe it.
So basically, you saying Brooklyn niggas always on some takeover shit. That's basically what you're saying.
I done see them everywhere in the country. And I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. They stand on business. But let's get back to the real deal. 50 Cent must be the new East Coast Whack 100, right?
No, 50 Cent was before Whack 100. You know what I mean?
But, yeah, but on the exposure tip, but check the play out though. And let's just be real. Like, what made me get out of the streets many years ago, because people used to always holler, he's snitching. So then nobody used to back in the day, people used to drop snitches. Then they just got to holler they snitching for free. Then people started asking for paperwork. So then you come with the paperwork. Now they saying they got fake paperwork, but you could go on Pacer. So Gene Deal said the coldest stuff yesterday, and it makes more sense to me, right? Gene got the paperwork, read the paperwork, right? So Gene broke it down. The girl Tammy was messing with Meech. I didn't even have these situations happen to me, and you have too, where one of your alleged friends or somebody you cool with know your business, right? You get locked up. They get to hitting your girl with everything you done did. He was messing with your girlfriend. He was doing this. So old girl was effing the FBI agent. The FBI agent get to telling this girl everything Meech's doing, what kind of girl. She tricked Meech. He locked up. She played like, I got your back, baby. Sign her life rights over. After that, she did what she did with Cuffy them, right? Ain't no third party cooperation on Meech, man. Gene showed y'all the paperwork, bro. But now the paperwork don't matter no more, right? But now let's get into the business part with 50 Cent and Big Meech, right? Meech went over there with 50 on some business, right? He didn't cross 50 Cent. Everybody act like they want to know how Meech think, how 50 Cent think, right? He didn't cross him. If you over here doing business with somebody, the business don't look good, you're going to go over there and deal with somebody else that's better, making a better place for you, right? But
now, hold on. We got to stop there, bro. I'm going to be honest with you. I'll let you speak, but there's a couple of things I got to address. If you're doing business with 50 Cent, right, and I'm going to just say you, whether it's TV, music, whatever, what is some of the pros and cons when you're dealing with a 50 Cent? Let's just go into the general perspective. When you deal with a 50 Cent, it's 50 Cent.
Like that Queen said, you know what you signed up for.
There you go. So
like
Meech,
that Queen said, let's be real.
So Meech knew what he signed up for. So him aligning himself with Ross, he put himself in a line of fire.
Well, let me tell you what everybody missed the play. Remember when 50 stood next to Meech and they took that picture? We had to see no more pictures of them, right? Because you got to understand, Meech ain't been home 90 days, right, Reck, at this time. Okay? So as he getting the feel of things, I think the lady mentioned it. He probably cut, or the KV mentioned he cut into him about that bread, right? And 50 told him no. So I believe before they end up having, they already had problems or issues. But then if you, like Gene said in the text, the young man said Ross helped his father out, right? And they was already cool, Ross and but basically, I'm going to say this, M.Reck. I think like this. I think Meech was bogus for going over there, and he know better. Let's just keep it real.
No, but look, I agree with you. But also,
Ross and 50 had problems, right?
Facts. Yeah, but let me say this. But also, a lot of people negating the fact that, because Little Meech said, yo, Fifth, F Ross, my pops only got with Ross because he needed some money to pay his bills. So now, if Meech is up the way niggas is saying he's up, that wouldn't have came out of Little Meech's mouth, and that wouldn't have been a situation. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, right. You're right, Reck. I ain't counting no nigga money because I know
we ain't count no money.
Jail, everybody steal everything.
Yeah, but look, we ain't count nobody money. But when Little Meech put it out there, there you go. That's the information that a lot of niggas was hoping that it wasn't. Yo, my nigga, I told niggas, I said, yo, look, I know Meech was getting it in 05 or whatever, but nigga, it's 20 years later. Nigga ain't holding on to that same money, my nigga. And if he was, trust and believe he wouldn't be in the predicament he in. And look, he had to stand next to Ross, right? And look, let's break it down. Now, he got a welcome home concert. Now that's not even a bag, and 50 know this too. And I'm gonna break this shit down because a lot of these niggas don't know. Now, Welcome Home concert, he got all these niggas on the bill. Ross on the bill, right? Now Ross do this. Yo, Meech, I charge 60 bands for a performance, but for you, I do 30. But yo, Meech, look, if you ain't even got the 30, you do my car show and we call it a swap. So technically, Meech ain't make no money in that Raw situation because it's a swap. If you know, you know. I'm in the business. I know how this shit go. You feel me? So that's why 50 moved how he moved too, because it's like, yo, my nigga, you already know he a op, and I know y'all niggas did a swap. So that's what a lot of niggas can't understand. So
see, that's why you can help everybody else understand, because ain't none of us in that business.
Yeah.
To understand that back end on that business side, you feel me? But like I say, I just didn't, me personally as a father, I deal with that side, because for the street side and all that other stuff, forgive me for cussing. But like that little young man, and everybody got to understand, but little Meech, when he got with 50 Cent, he was an adult. He wasn't a kid. You know what I'm saying? He made his moves for 50, he respect 50, and he being loyal to 50 Cent. He just put in the middle because of his father, right? And how 50 played that, I just felt he could have played that part better.
Nah, he wasn't just putting him in the middle because of his father, because he could have said to his pops, yo, pops, you seen how 50 responded when Southwest T made that move with Supreme Son, right? And then also, little Meech could have been, yo, pops, you doing what you doing, you gonna fuck shit up for all of us. But also, pops, you know, it's all love, but I can't post that flyer. Let pops.
I believe Lil Meech told his father that, bro. And I believe Big Meech told his son, fuck what you talking about.
Nah.
I believe he told his father that, like, don't do that. I believe he said that to his pops, like, it's a problem with them. You feel me? Yeah, and I believe Meech just told his son.
Nah, I'm gonna be honest with you. The communication, like you said, something, and KV said something behind the scenes happened. Maybe it was for the money for the life rights, or they was trying to renegotiate. Meech was trying to renegotiate to get some money. But because he already sold his life rights to Tammy Cohen's.
So when that means though, M.Reck, so basically, sold means it's already been purchased, right?
Yeah, that's the only way they was able to do the deals.
Now watch this. If it's explained that way, now check the play out, M.Reck. If it was already sold to her, she owned it, right? So she went and brokered a deal with Curtis Jackson, right? The businessman.
Yeah.
So therefore, any proceeds from that will actually go
to her.
Yes. And whatever. Now, and we don't even understand if her and Meech got anything negotiated. So basically, I'm looking at it, and 50 Cent probably looked at it like, damn, nigga, you sold all your shit to this queen, but you don't even got no back end coming off this motherfucker. I'm going to look out for you.
There you go. But yo, look, I ain't gonna hold you. The line's on fire, bro. We've been on this like 12 minutes. I'm gonna
be blessed though.
Stay blessed. King, All right, salute. Let's get it. Now, I'm gonna say this before I take the next caller. See, we over here giving y'all perspectives for real. You know what I'm saying? This Reckmobb thing and the way we build for real. The guards build. And a lot of y'all, y'all be saying y'all from the streets and all that, I beg to differ, because a lot of y'all was co-signing Big Meech standing next to Ross. And over here off the rip, he was like, nah, we ain't feeling that. And it's not because of 50, just in general. A nigga throw you that type of alley-oop. I don't care if his name is, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You don't go against that. Not for no car show bag. Shouts to KV, the one. We broke all this down for, we've been on this topic for like a month now. We've been ahead of the curve, breaking all this down. You know, we deemed that as disloyal. That move that Meech made with Ross, you know, it wasn't a good look. It's never gonna be a good look. I don't care. And now you see, all y'all see, and like I said, 50 ain't always right. That's why over here is a different mentality. Is a whole different vibe. We building from, okay, from this aspect, that was disloyal. This aspect, that was G'd up. You know what I mean? We building from different aspects. Some niggas, your brain, your elevator don't go all the way up. Some of y'all elevators is stuck on the ground floor. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes y'all niggas need to listen before you call and, you know, giving a perspective, and it's not even a general perspective. So caller, state your name, where you caller from. Let's get it. Peace. All right, next caller. Peace. Peace.
Yo.
Yeah, you live.
Yeah, I was just calling. I was listening on the show, and like your man was saying about 10 minutes ago, when you commented about Terry taking a picture with Preem's son,
mm-hmm.
that was the start of the ending right there.
Yep.
So maybe business wasn't going right, which made Meech make this move. You know what I'm saying? Make the play with Ross. Does that make sense?
Well, you saying what you saying. You got a point. But how I felt like you standing next to Ross, you made the situation worse. Like, it might have been turmoil you already, but it didn't help the situation. Actually, it made it worse in so many different ways.
Right.
So that wasn't even
the scenes,
yeah.
Maybe he already know it's done. You know what I'm saying? So he on to the next move.
Well, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. Certain things, regardless of what's going on behind the scenes, I tell niggas, and we spoke on something earlier. A lot of things shouldn't be done or said publicly. From we could talk about the aspect of Supreme's son saying what he said, even 50 putting out certain records saying what he said. You know, so and that's where I'm at with it. I feel like a lot of things, and then taking pictures with certain people when you know this person got, you know, drama with this person and all this, and doing business with the ops and all that. To me, publicly, that shit don't look good. You feel me?
Yeah, that's a fact. No, it's definitely a fact. But this is the internet world, which is crazy.
Which is crazy.
You know what I mean?
Which is
crazy.
crazy.
I don't even rock with no social media, none of that, because it's wild. Why are you giving people ammo on your moves? That's how I look at it.
There you go. You know? Now look, and this is what I said.
Like Preem told his son, move in silence.
There you go. Look,
that's been the rule since kids. You know what I'm saying?
Silence is golden. Now look, I told niggas this. I said, yo, if Meech, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but if Meech would have had that conversation with 50 before he went out there publicly, now, not saying 50 would have agreed, but it wouldn't have went this way. You dig what I'm saying? So, you know.
That's a fact.
So, but you know, it is what it is.
50 is a big superstar, so anything Ross putting together, 50 could match. You know what I'm saying? It'd be better. But that's why I almost feel like when, like I said, when Terry and them took that picture, when he put that post up, like, oh, this is last season anyway. You feel me? Like, maybe it was going that way, in that direction. But nonetheless, I wanted to, I listen to your show from time to time. I'm at work right now.
Nah, thank you, bro. Nah, I appreciate that. Good assessment. All right. Salute. All right.
Hey.
All right. I'm going to take a few more calls. I didn't even know he's at the 2-hour mark. Peace. Mutual audio. Run the likes up, y'all.
Peace to the God.
Peace. Peace to the God. Peace.
Peace. It's God Divine coming out of South Carolina, God. Peace.
Peace, God. Talk to me.
Yeah. I just want to elaborate and build in, man. Yo, you know, down here, we didn't even know who a Big Meech was, man, until like 2007, 8, 9. We didn't know who he was. You know how we found out down here who he was? When Rick Ross made that BMF track, man. So after he made that BMF track, everybody kind of like knew who BMF was, Meech was, and all of that. So down here, we kind of looking at it like, yo, Fifth, you trolling a little bit, son. because when all of that was out, Ross made the remix with Styles P. Came to New York and made the remix. And at that time, 50 was beefing with all them.
No. The original song always had Styles P on it. It just never got to his verse because his verse was the third verse. So you always heard the two verses from Ross. Styles was always on that record. A lot of people don't know that. It wasn't a remix. He was always on the BMF joint. Yep.
Okay, thank you for making knowledge born on
no
that.
Doubt.
But
no doubt. You're welcome.
When you look at the whole thing, Ross 50 got like, it's two different sides. This is Meech's life, bro. Like, this is his book. Everybody in their book got chapters. On the street side with the music, Ross took the BMF thing to the street. 50, you doing business, corporate business. That don't mix. 50 is the master of this, man. He did the book with the Robert Greene, 48 Laws of Power. He should know. He should know, man. Like, yo, you know what it is.
Nah, definitely.
That's the music. That's the music street side. Ross made the BMF and kept his name alive. Yo, we ain't know. Like, literally, when I came home from prison in 2005, I never knew who a Big Meech was. All we knew was New York, Florida. We never knew a Big Meech until Ross made that song, bro.
Well, I'm going to say this. Before the Ross song, how other people knew Meech outside of Detroit and just, Atlanta and all the states they was getting money in, it was the Smack DVDs. I got to salute Smack. That's the homie. I don't know if you're familiar with Smack DVD. Smack did a few interviews, and they was showing how BMF was really getting it. They showing the cars, the jury, and Big Meech was letting people know, like, how we move over here, you can't even tell who's the boss. All of us getting money. You dig what I'm saying? So that's how we got familiar with BMF, like at least for us in New York. And then when they came to New York, it was DJ Self. So salute to DJ Self. He locked in with them, and then it was Fab, DJ Self, and then it spread it from there. But in terms of that aspect of the music industry, it was Smack DVD, and then it was DJ Self, Fab, and then of course, for the South, it was Jeezy. Jeezy was the first artist that had the credibility in the South that put that stamp on BMF. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah.
True.
Yeah.
True indeed. I mean, we all down here, we agree, we see that, but at the same time, we like, yo, this dude Ross put the song out. We all know the history, the CO joint and all this, but he put that song out, which made Big Meech a household name. That song's still rocking to the day. So it was like, we looking at it like, well, damn, Fifth, you could have made that song. You ain't salute the brother while he was locked up because of the situations. But now he's home, and all this, the movie thing and all that. You put yourself in that man's life.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't grow up with this guy. You put yourself in his life.
But look,
in his book.
No, you right. But see, it goes back to this, what I said, and others that call the show. Shouts to Tri-State Rad, KV the One. Anytime you do business with 50 Cent, you know what you're dealing with. You know what I mean? That's the nature of the beast when you're dealing with somebody like 50 Cent. The pros and the cons. You know what I'm saying? It's a catch 22. But my brother, I appreciate you tapping in. Yeah.
No doubt.
Salute.
Peace to the Lord.
Peace, Lord. Run the lights up. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna end this live. I gotta eat my breakfast, man. It's going late into lunch. They keep calling. Peace.
M.Reck.
What's happening, Janie B?
I got a problem with people trying to pit one place against the other. That's a real big problem for me. I don't have no problem with no New York person. And no New York person ain't got no problem with me.
Correct.
Call out the person name. Like, this ain't a Detroit thing. This ain't a New York thing. This ain't a DC thing. This a person thing, people. These are individuals.
Yeah.
50 don't represent New York.
But
and
Janie,
Meech don't represent Detroit.
No, Janie B. But what I'm saying is, well, not me, but what other people are saying, that's a fact though. For like, at least for Brooklyn and I forgot the homie that called and said what he said. A lot of Brooklyn dudes, outside of music, but just in general, went to different towns, and they, Brooklyn dudes, they are who they are. I'm not talking about now, the old school niggas. They went out there and thinking that, oh, we Brooklyn, we gonna take over shit, and thinking that it ain't real everywhere. You dig what I'm saying? It's real niggas everywhere. So a lot of those Brooklyn dudes left a bad taste in a lot of people's mouth. And I'm speaking from that perspective. You dig what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. And a lot of Detroit people did the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we've been all over the place doing like we own the place.
Mm-hmm.
But when we talking on your platform, just to call out Detroit or just to call out New York, we talking about individuals.
Correct. But I want to say this to you. It's not personal. It's just overall, like you said, a lot of Detroit dudes was on that same time, or Detroit folks. It wasn't personal. So you don't, just respectfully, you don't got to take it personal. So it wasn't directed towards Detroit or you or anybody individually. This is just something that people said. Well, KV said this. I'm gonna be honest with you. New York niggas is gonna get a lot of hate in a lot of places. Like, for instance, DC. Niggas hate New York niggas. Why? Because of Alpo. You dig what I'm saying? And if you know, you know. You feel me? You know.
I understand that thoroughly.
So just off the rip.
Everything you saying and everything KB saying is thorough. And I'm against that across the board. That's why I said, not just for this situation. When they call up to your show and they specify Detroit and let's just take Detroit out of it, or New York. Let's just say California and Louisiana. When they say LA and Louisiana, call out the person.
Yeah, but
like 200 people don't represent a whole borough.
No, you're right. What I'm saying is, for you, that was a general statement. That wasn't like personal towards Detroit. That was just because I asked him. He was like everywhere, but he just happened to mention Detroit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it wasn't directed.
And not to cut your wisdom because you wise.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying this for all of the shows that I've heard. Like, they throw out whatever topic you on. It's always, them niggas from there.
Got you.
It's that person.
Well, that's just people, how they do. You know what I mean? They gonna stereotype people and where they come from according to history. You know what I'm saying?
Because there's certain people from Detroit that I don't fool with.
Nah, I got you, Janie B. But we good. Don't even worry about that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna eat this breakfast because I got a big day. I gotta handle a lot of things. But I'll probably tap back in on a live. I'll probably do like a Super Bowl party. We ain't gotta just talk about sports. We could talk about everything hip hop in general. But it'd probably be like, being that it's the Super Bowl today, I'll probably do like a Super Bowl party live, and everybody can call up. If you want to speak about the Super Bowl, you can. But we could talk about anything. So I'm gonna probably do that.
I'm with that. I got 9 brothers. I had to watch sports. I'm with that.
No doubt. So in a few hours, I'll probably do that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna eat my breakfast. I got a few things I gotta do, and I'll probably set up a live. I may be somewhere else too. I may be in a special location, secret location, but nevertheless, I'll probably do that for the Reckmobb later if I can. All right. All right. Thanks, Janie B. Peace. Hey, yo, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to tap back in with y'all later. Just do me a favor. Leave those likes in the regular comment section. Make sure you download the Spooky Hours app in the Apple Store, Google Play Store. Make sure you watch the Knockout Kings of Comedy on Tubi, presented by M.Reck and Rip, starring Reggie Carroll and Scruncho, the comedian. You know what I mean? Go run the numbers up on that. It's on Tubi. We got a lot going on. And download all M.Reck music on all streaming platforms. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to tap in later with y'all. Probably do a Super Bowl party live later. You know what I'm saying? Watch a lot of, these hip-hop niggas bite the loop. I know a lot of sports niggas, but a lot of these niggas in the hip-hop space, they're going to bite the loop that I said it. You dig? But nevertheless, they don't do it like M.Reck, so it don't even matter. Salute to the Reckmobb. I appreciate y'all. Love is love. Leave me those comments in the regular comment sections. in the regular comment section. Let me know how you felt about this live, all right? I appreciate y'all. Love is love. Salute to the Reckmobb. Salute to my whole team. Gone.
Sneak dissing, we don't see the competition. I drop off a ransom note that your art is missing, nigga.
Pay us in full with the money, or she gon' get her fingers clipped off like Lil Sonny, huh?